Hello, everyone, and welcome to the latest Nitro Cup race. And this race was at Road America, first road course of the season, first of four. This race was going to be 35 laps. Um, I feel like this is one of my more decent road courses. I'm definitely not a road course guy by any means, so I was going to be happy with like a top 10 and run type of deal. And 35 laps around here is a very, very long time. So wasn't entirely too sure what to think, but we are starting P7, I believe. So, hopefully for a decent enough race. But I was definitely hoping for no heroics into turn one, but we'll see. The first lap was going to be crazy in this race, no matter what. So enter one pretty conservatively and able to find a hole, but got on the gas a little too much, and you can see I got a little loose. And then Gale's able to get on my outside, my left side. And so was Bacon able to drive in a lot deeper just because I had such a bad entry, but little going for a little mowing of the grass and then have a really bad entry and then just getting swarmed down this straightaway here. And I wasn't too sure what to think about the entire race for me, but yeah, diving in really hard, try to avoid everyone. I destroy Bacon, but he kind of keeps it straight and my bad, and I'm just all over the road and just losing spots like mad. A terrible first lap so far. Um, yeah, it was a rough go about. So yeah, just going as well as I can, and just trying to gather it up at this point just to get a clean like turn or two. So Um, and then traffic comes flying in and hits Bryce and me. And yeah, first lap chaos to say the least. But as things settle down by the time we get to lap two here, and I able to send it way in, and then actually able to make this pass on the outside on Lazy. Probably scared the bejesus out of him that I was able to kind of make that stick. But yeah, just slowly trying to get back positions where I feel like I'm just faster and yeah, just slowly try to make ground up. I knew I had nothing for the top guys. I mean, my teammates of Jeb and Kermit are just apparently road course gods. So I just have nothing for them. So I was just hoping for a good enough run. So get a little loose there and Canada corner, but up to P10 on lap three here. So uh, yeah, I was able to drive into this corner a lot deeper than others. You can see how much I gain here, and able to make it work. And then Gale gets a little sideways and crashes into me, but I kept it straight, so no caution. And I'm gonna end up losing a ton of spots. And yeah, all that ground we made up there, kind of just lost it real quick, but able to get around Joseph again. So it's actually just a net loss of one, but it's more just the time I lost. So had to keep working at it, but coming to lap four here, we're on lap four here, and then you get to see how much deeper I can just drive it in than these guys. And Jaffe overdrives the corner, but I get under PJ Pacman and able to make that, and I get a nice run on the acceleration and able to get past Jaffe as well. But I was surprised that even worked. And coming through this corner, I get a little tail happy, and then Jaffe got through there well and was able to get around and end up letting him go here. So Jaffe's typically a little better at road courses than me. So lap six here, and just not a good entry, and Combat was able to get a big run. And yeah, the JGR boys actually decided to send it this race. We almost preset nine. It does. We kind of Jeb was actually teaching us a lot of like what we needed to do and stuff, and he said like how preset nine works and stuff, and how much faster it actually kind of is if you know what to do with it. But yeah, lap eight here, Combat bins it off turn four or five, whatever you call that turn, and we went back into eighth place. But so yeah, we're gonna move to lap nine, and so I don't know what's going on with KBO5 here because he was so far ahead, and then like he was just super slow this end lap. I guess he might have was in danger of blowing a tire or something. But come in lap 9 to 10, so just come in and come out real quick for the pit stop, and still in eighth place. But you'll see coming out of the pits that Combat is closed in a lot after his spin. And then yeah, he eventually gets by me here pretty soon, I believe. But just coming out and trying to warm these tires up because honestly, I kind of discovered at this point that cold tires, like your first lap is really bad, like really really bad. Like it doesn't want the car doesn't do anything you want it to do. So I kind of had that in the back of my mind. So 'cause I just can't do anything really, and the car just doesn't want to turn, doesn't want to brake, and then combat because he got that lap the extra lap because he put it a lap earlier or something just to get the tires warmed up. He was able to get me and pull away, and then we jump up to lap 14. Not much was happening at this point. Bacon was trying to run me down, and then at this point, me and Bacon were going to get nice and personal this race because we could not separate each other, get away from each other for the rest of the race. Honestly, we didn't really get anywhere like 2 seconds apart at points, but jump up to lap 18 to 19 because not much was happening. Pit again. It was a pretty tame middle portion of the race here, and then came out. You can see Bacon in my rear view, so he is still in haunting me, I guess you can say. But jump up to lap 22. All of a sudden, we have caught KBO5 and Libert in the 9 as well. And Libert goes wide off the carousel, goes to the grass. Obviously, going to have a slow exit. And KBO5 goes for a move in the kink. He's got to slow up because it's a terrible entry for him. And then I have a huge run, and it's going to get wild here. So we have a 3-horse race for 7th place. I break a little early. Libert goes for a full send, hits KBO5, and that opens the door up for me. And able to get right side by side with KBO5, but I decide better of it and try to get a crossover or something going. And then going to the final turn here, he kind of moves right in front of me. I hit him. I felt bad, so I wasn't going to try to pass him here because I don't. My mentality has changed a lot. Where like it's not if I hit someone, I typically don't try to pass them. I try to do it the right way. But then Libert gets a run because of it, and he's going to look through the middle. 3 wide at Road America. I did not approve of that, so I get on the brakes early and messed up my car a lot. And then Libert goes flying wide, and then KB05 gets a run back at him, and I'm going to get a run of Libert again. And this was just pure chaos at this point. And then KB goes into the grass on entry, gets a little tail happy on the entrance, and then things settle down for a couple seconds here. And then going a little later in that lap, I was able to dive into that turn really deep, but I get a little tail happy again, and then Libert's able to get to my inside, entering the carousel, and then I try to fight back a little bit. I'm trying just to get a nice exit, and then gonna get a little loose on the exit again. You can see right there, really loose, and then I have to give the position up to Bacon, and this is just chaos for 7th place right now. Still, this was a intense battle, but yeah, just it was a little scary racing this hard for 7th, just to be honest. But yeah, it was pretty chaotic. I felt like I was faster than all 3 of these guys, just gonna get by. And then lap 25, it's kind of calmed down a little bit. I dive it in deep, and then Puck behind me goes flying, almost takes me out. But Bacon gets a terrible exit, and I'm able to get side by side with him. I'm going to try to make a move on him into this turn, but he sticks on the outside, pinning me hard, so I couldn't get a good exit. And he gets a better exit than me, and then he kind of cuts the course a little ridiculous. But I got so loose it didn't even matter. So yeah, so that was that. And then later that lap, I'm just going casually entering Canada corner, and then Puck out of nowhere comes flying by like a torpedo, and I really don't know what to say about that. I haven't really got an explanation of that one, but that was really funny. um, and then lap 26 coming to 27, I'm in the pit window, so you know what? I said screw it. I'm going to come into the pit. Those guys are going to be fighting. They're probably going to lose a lot of time to each other. And then I came in the pit. It was a little slow, and then I'm going to come out. I came out, and it was a fine out lap. But you can see Bacon was still a little ahead of me, so it didn't really gain or lose anything. But he's got the cold tires, and I was able to. I'm going to try to capitalize on his cold tires here. And you can see out of the exit of this turn, I got a huge run, able to really get it going good. And then just you can see I just had the grip I had, but same situation I learned from earlier. I'm going to let him go here and try to get it. And then he gets super loose too. his tires just aren't happy with him right now because they're so cold. And I'm just trying to get by him quick because it's just going to be really hard to pass him. I go to the inside of the carousel. He gives me the room. I'm able to capitalize and trying to get a nice run to the exit here, and I'm able to get a better exit than him. He kind of lets me go, I think, and then we move into P7. And then honestly, at this point, not much was happening. Just kind of just running laps, and I kind of pulled away from Bacon a little bit, but not too much. But he actually started to run me down in these last couple laps, and you can still see him. He's in my mirror, so he's not very far. So a mistake will cost me a position. And then we're gonna jump up to the last lap for me, and you can see Kermit and my teammate Kermit in the 18 coming out of the last turn is gonna come around and win his first ever Cup race in Nitro. And I had a terrible entry into the turn 5 or whatever it is, and Bacon's able to capitalize and couldn't get the power down to get side by side with me through this section. He gives me a little nudge, and then kind of comes down to a little later in the lap, coming to the last 2 turns here, and then I have a big buffer, but I overshoot the turn. It doesn't car doesn't turn in the final turn. Bacon gets side by side. He hits me. He gets a little loose, but we are able to hold on and keep the car straight, and we're gonna come home and finish P7. And yeah, finish P7. I was happy with it. There was no one else in front of me. Like they were like 25 seconds ahead. So 7th was probably the most optimal day I could have had. No cautions this race, which was really really nice. Really happy with how everyone's driving lately. We've only had two cautions the last 3 races. So congrats to Kermit on his first career cup win. Happy for him, and happy for Jeff, my other teammate tonight, Jeb finishing P3 and let a lot out of this race. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll catch you guys next week for Charlotte for the Coke 600. That's going to be a marathon and a half. And hope you guys enjoyed it. You can watch these Nitro races live on my Twitch channel Saturday nights. And don't forget to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.